Welcome to another edition of the Steelers Speak. I'm Teresa Varley, and today's guest is kick returner and wide receiver Emmanuel Sanders. Sanders, a third-round draft pick this year, had an impressive career at SMU and has already brought excitement to the Steelers' return game. Sanders wears number 88, a number he didn't originally want but embraced once he learned about the man who made it famous in Pittsburgh, Hall of Fame wide receiver Lynn Swann. Today, Sanders talks about kickoff returns, competing for his game day spot, and Lynn Swann. Emmanuel, you won the AFC Special Teams Player of the Week for your performance against the Dolphins. What did winning that mean to you?
It meant a lot. A lot of hard work paid off. It really means a lot since I got it as a rookie. I really didn't expect that because, I'm a wide receiver. And special teams player, I've never had that award, but it's definitely an honor and a blessing, and I'm liking it.
You got off to a rough start in that game with a fumble, but you were able to put that in your rearview mirror and move on. How'd you do that?
My whole philosophy is just one snap and clear. I'm basically saying one play and clear. And I knew if I would have let that fumble hang on me, then I probably would have made even more bad plays. And I knew I had to get rid of it and just focus on the future and get rid of the past. As
a returner, when you're back there waiting for the kickoff, what's going through your mind?
First, my whole mentality is I try to vision me scoring in the end zone. And, I'm sitting back, I'm telling myself, okay, let's catch the ball and just go through the whole steps of being a kickoff returner. Catching the ball, find the hole, and hit it as fast as possible.
What goes into the decision when you catch it in the end zone of taking it out or taking a knee?
Well, if it's past 4 yards deep and I'm square with the ball, then I can take it out. But anything past 4 yards, if it was 5 yards, then I wouldn't be able to take it out because field position is the most important thing in this game that we play. And, definitely gotta manage when to take it out.
Is it tough to not take it out?
Yeah, it's very tough because you done mentally prepared yourself to sit back there and go and score a touchdown. And that makes me the maddest when the kickers kick it so far back that you just got to do a touchback.
The ball's in your hands. What are you seeing?
I'm seeing the front line blocking. I'm looking for the littlest crease that I can run through and take it to the house.
Is it exhilarating to know that you can get that ball, take it for a touchdown, or at least put the team in excellent field position?
Yeah, that's my job, and that's why I like kickoff return, because special teams in general, one play can change the whole dynamic of the game. And that's what I want. I want to be in that role. I want to be the guy that's catching that ball and taking it. Whether if I take it to the 50 or I go and score and put 7 points on the board, I just like to do my job and be the best at it.
You and Antonio Brown have been in a battle for a game day position. Mm-hmm. It's gone back and forth. You have been playing the last few weeks. Is that good? Does that help push you getting into that type of battle?
Yeah, it definitely helps push you because week in and week out, you got to bring your A game in practice and you got to bring your A game in the game because the littlest mistake, you might not be playing that next week. And, my whole mentality is I might not be playing the rest of the season because I definitely respect Antonio's game and I know he do the same for me. So it's a situation that we're in, but at the same time it makes both of us better because at practice I don't want him to outwork me, and I know he has the same mentality of me not outworking him, and at the same time it's making us both better.
And does it give you, Coach Tomlin doesn't give rookies that immediate, here you can do this. He does make you work for it. Is that good to know once you're in the NFL it is a little different?
Yeah, I wouldn't want it any other way. I wouldn't have a respect for the position if it was just given to me. But I'd rather work for it because then I know that spot is mine and I worked hard to get there. It just wasn't given to me.
What do you need to do each and every day to make sure you are the guy who gets the hat on game day?
I need to mentally prepare myself every day to go out to practice and not have any mental errors on the mental error sheet on the offensive side of the ball, and just continuously focus on my fundamentals, looking the ball in, catching it on special teams, no more fumbles, having the ball high and tight.
What's been the biggest challenge your rookie year? Is it more the mental or the physical part of the game?
Right now it's the mental because I'm not 100% comfortable with the offense. I'm still out there thinking a little bit, and I'm just trying to find my way in this league right now.
On the receiving side of it, how great is it on third down to be able to go out there, catch that pass, move the chains?
It's great. I only have probably like 10 plays going into the game and into the game plan that they make, and they're all on third down. So that's my job. And I like to go in there and execute and keep the chains moving, and it makes me feel good inside when I keep the chains moving and they go down and put points on the board.
You have a veteran like Hines Ward here. What has he taught you?
He's taught me a lot. Hines is not only a great player physically on the field, but mentally, he's one of the smartest receivers in the game right now. He's like the quarterback of the receivers, and it means, I just try to get under his wing and see how he's looking at things when it comes to reading coverages and running routes. And he's definitely helped both me and Antonio.
How are your blocking skills? Because this offense requires a receiver to do a lot of blocking.
Yeah, I like to block. My senior year of college, I kind of developed the attitude that in order to have a 1,000-yard rusher, and in order for a running back to break 70-yard runs, there has to be a receiver blocking his behind off down the field in order for him to hit the seam and go to a distance. And after I developed that mentality, I started liking blocking, because when the running back goes 70 yards and score, that also 7 points on the board, and the team is winning.
Hines has been in the league 13 years. You were a kid when he just started out. Mm-hmm. Did you pay attention to him, or did you know about Hines Ward much before you even got here?
I knew his name. I really didn't watch too much football, though. I was just caught up in doing my whole thing to try to make it up here, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, I definitely heard about him and the things in the Super Bowls and the MVPs and whatnot. But when I heard I was coming here, I was definitely excited, because, to have him as my mentor is a great thing.
Did you dream about playing in the NFL as a kid?
Oh, yeah. I was that kid when I was 7 years old telling everyone, I'm going to be on that TV. I'm going to make it to the NFL. And ever since then, when I was 7, my uncle used to always tell me stories how I used to sit in front and just take all the necessary steps to get here.
You grew up in a small town, Belleville, Texas. Was football king there?
Oh, yeah, it definitely was. My hometown, if we had an away game, the whole town would be gone. You could probably ride Belleville. That's how hardcore it is. Everyone loved the team. Everyone knew who everyone was.
When you first arrived in Pittsburgh, you were in the equipment room being assigned your jersey number. Mm-hmm. You saw number 88 was going to be your number, but you wanted a number you wore in college. Can you talk a little bit about what it was like to get that number, and then kind of learn about a little history of the number?
Yeah, that first day I finally remember it, because I was kind of upset. They had gave me the big number 88, and here I am, a small guy, 180 pounds, and I'm gonna have to wear this number. I call it 8,888 because it looked so big on me. And I wore number 17 in college, and I knew I couldn't get it because Mike has that number. So I just wanted a team number, and they told me I couldn't change numbers yet. And so I went into the training room, and I told them what number they got, and everyone starts bickering, like, oh, they gave you a Legends number? That's insane. I'm like, okay, who is this legend y'all talking about? And they was like, you don't know who Lynn Swann is? And I was like, nah. So I went home on YouTube, started doing my research on him, and I'm like, okay, this guy is a legend. I mean, 2 Super Bowl rings, well, 3 Super Bowls, 4 Super Bowls, wow, 4 Super Bowls. All pro, and then he's in the Hall of Fame, and that made me want to keep the number 88, and because I knew I had big shoes to fill, and I wasn't gonna run away from that challenge. It's definitely a challenge, and it's making me work even harder, just like the Antonio battle.
Do you want to make that number proud?
Definitely. That's my whole goal, and I'm gonna give it my all.
You've seen what Lynn does. Do you maybe have a dream of one day having that type of history with the Steelers?
Oh, yeah, definitely. That's my dream. First, I definitely want to win a Super Bowl. I mean, that's the pinnacle of football. That's everything. Ever since I was 7 years old, that's what I wanted to do, is win a Super Bowl and just know what that feeling is like. And he has 4 of them. That's a lot of hard work I got to put in, but I'm willing to put that work in.